Hello everyone, and welcome to this new video. Today we're going to have a look at our new lineup. Well, as usual, unfortunately, at the very beginning of the season we don't really have an idea of what the opponent's team are like, but we do have an idea of what this team is like, because we've been playing against them for a while now. So Castagna usually have four. Well, if you wanted to, in case you wanted to, you could go and have a look at the past videos about these guys and the past videos about our lineups and their lineups. And what happens here usually is that they've got four defenders in line, good defenders, a very good goalkeeper, but they've got no defensive midfielders. So no defensive midfielders, one central midfielder in the very middle of the team, and four in-line offensive midfielders. So they've got basically a lineup that looks like this, more or less, right? So they've got four defenders in line, one goalkeeper, one central midfielder, four offensive midfielders, and one striker. Of course, the striker, the two offensive, at least the two central offensive midfielders, but in general, all of the four offensive midfielders and the goalkeeper are very, very good. Usually, what they're worse at is the central midfielders and sometimes one or two defenders. But the most important thing is that they leave a lot of space around here in front of the defense. So what we want to do here is try and exploit that kind of situation if we're able to. I'm afraid we don't really have the right lineup to do so, but we might be able to make up something. So we'll replace Di Crescenzo. We'll replace Magari, of course, with Di Crescenzo. Then we will replace Login with Pilinga, and this is an eligible lineup already. What we have to do now is setting the bench, because we don't want to run into problems. I'm afraid we don't really have the players to replace the starting 11 properly, at least with the wingers. Yes, in terms of the wingers, we don't have any more players to replace the starting 11s. Well, the Crescenzo or Pilinga, but the fact is that we don't really need him. We don't really need it because we already have the Crescenzo, Pilinga, Login, and Magari. So it's going to be better in for the next match already. Yes, only one match as disqualification, so there's going to be no problem in theory. Then we'll swap these two because I feel like Napoli should be next to the least experienced player. What we'll be doing here, since these guys are very good at attacking, I would like to go for long balls. It worked very well against a high level team. We've got two very big strikers. They're somewhat tall, somewhat strong, and I believe they should be able to do their job properly with long balls. So Storari will be kicking penalties. For free kicks, we've got, we'll go for Storari as well. Then we'll go for Di Crescenzo for corner kicks. Why not Pilinga? No. Or Variopinto maybe, but Variopinto is stall, so we'd better having him in the penalty box when it's needed. And then the captain, I'm not sure whether we've got any good captain here, probably Boccarossa, but I'll change it offline, I believe, because I'm not sure whether he's got the necessary the necessary leadership skills. If he doesn't, well, I'll just put another player as a captain. Then the bench looks like it's fine. We'll go defensive because these guys have 4 offensive midfielders. I know we should go actually attacking because we want to exploit this space they've left thanks to Variopinto and maybe Cancelli piercing through from time to time, but I'm afraid we don't have the players to do so. And we don't really have an extremely good defense. So against those 5 players, or 6 even, so 4 offensive midfielders plus 1 striker makes 5, plus 1 central midfielder, sometimes that's 6 players. So we want to have enough players to defend against them. Anyway, we've got good strikers, so we are supposed to be able to pierce through somehow. Probably we might not be able to score in the end, but I believe we've got the right strikers. So Napoli will be replaced by Storari will be replaced by Passeri as a central striker, centre forward. Then Boccarossa will be replaced by Alessi. It's good. Variopinto by Bolzi, and this is good as well. Then we'll go. Well, if we scored 1 more goal, yes, we'll go very defensive. I would rather. Yes, I'd keep this. If at the 70th minute we're losing by 1, we'll go very attacking, and let's try to exploit this kind of space they left. Anyway, this is the very first match of the season, so it's very important to collect points, but since there are so many things we don't know, we can't really predict a very good we can't really go for a very accurate lineup. We just have to hope this is going to be right. So let's go for long balls. Yes, as I said earlier, we'll try and kick the ball as soon as possible towards these 2 strikers who are good. So we are supposed to be able to exploit these 2. Probably not as much as we are supposed to. Well, probably not as much as they could do in theory, because Pilinga will be capping Storari's experience up till 12.5. So Storari will have a maximum experience of 12.5, which is not very high at this level. But again, we are in sort of an emergency. It's the very first it's the very first match of the league, of the campaign. So it's fine. It's still fine. And I think this is it for this first lineup. Sorry for the very long video. It might not sound very justified by the fact that it's the very first match, but in my opinion it is. We still want to exploit the situation as much as possible, even if there are so many things we don't know yet about the opponents. So that's it, guys. Hopefully this campaign will be will bring us some satisfactions, just like the previous one. And yeah, let's cross the fingers and support the team, of course. Thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.